It's Portland Bulldogs boys basketball on WPPS TV3. Brought to you by the Portland Public Schools. Promise, prepared, and empowered. Now we send you to the broadcast booth with Steve Schwartz and Frank Myatt. Good afternoon. It's February 22nd, 2024, and we're here at Cross Insurance Arena for today's Class AA North semifinal action between number 2 Cheverus and number 3, your Portland Bulldogs. This is Steve Schwartz along with Frank Myatt, Mike Hoffer from the Forecaster and the Press Herald. Guys, here it is. What does Coach Russo say repeatedly? It's hard to beat a team 3 times in a season. Cheverus has beaten Portland twice this year.
Yeah, I mean, if that old adage holds true, it certainly bodes well for the Bulldogs. These teams have been on a collision course for a long time. I mean, it's been kind of obvious that Cheverus was going to be the 2 and Portland would be the 3 or vice versa, so we knew there was a good chance they were going to have a showdown here in the semifinals. And Cheverus has had the better of the Bulldogs in the regular season, but Portland's going to have a big advantage today. In the last meeting, Jesse Thomas was shut down a little bit by Rocco DePatsy and Jamison Fitzpatrick. Unfortunately for the Stags, Jamison Fitzpatrick is not available today. So I think that's going to give Portland a big advantage if Jesse Thomas can get it going in the post.
Well, Frank, we know that Cheverus just doesn't do it with 1 or 2 players, though. They spread out the scoring. They've got St. Onge, they've got McNabb, they've got DePatsy, they've got everybody. The fact is, Drew Veo is also not in, and he's a 3-point threat.
Exactly, Steve. But to me, the advantage on who's missing goes a little bit towards the Bulldogs just because of the venue here. This is the Civic Center. It's a wide open, tough shooting environment. Really, this is a game where if Jesse Thomas can dominate on the post like he's been able to do in this building before, it should go the Bulldogs' way. But as you said, Cheverus really runs the floor well. They play fast. They play physical. They're up-tempo. We've seen good contributions from players outside of their top scorers. For example, Nikola Plowham had a fantastic game in the regular season finale at Cheverus. He really hit some timely threes that put Cheverus over the top. So Portland's going to have to go man-on-man and shut down their opponent in order to move on in this one.
And in order to succeed, Kevin Rugabira, who is leading the Dogs in 3-point shooting this year and in points per game, is going to have a good game today.
And he has in a lot of games this year. He hasn't really lit it up against Cheverus yet, and I know he'll be a focal point, but he might get a little more opportunity if they have to focus on Jesse Thomas with some other guys. Kevin's made so many big shots this year, I would not be surprised at all if he hit some big ones today.
Folks, we had a chance to speak with the coaches, and we're going to bring that to you right now. We're here with Coach Joe Russo. Coach, you've been here so many times before. You're playing a team today that's defeated you twice in a season. That does not really scare you, does it?
No. Every game's different. It doesn't matter. As long as it's not an elimination game. So the first 2 losses against them were really good games. Could have gone either way. This one means a little bit more because the winner moves on and the loser season's over. But no, we're not even thinking about that at all. We think that we could even be the better team, so we just have to prove it.
Well, Coach, in the last game, Jamison Fitzpatrick really kind of held Jesse Thomas in check. He had 10 points in that game, 19 in the first game. Without him in the game, what is your game plan today to involve Jesse and the others?
Okay, I didn't realize he wasn't playing, but we looked at it as whoever they put on Jesse, their other 2 bigs, they're going to have to play him the same way. So we prepared for Fitzpatrick anyway on how he was playing. That's what we can do to combat that aggressive play. So that doesn't affect our thoughts at all.
And then finally, Coach, one of the things that we notice about the Cheverus team is that they do have different players that step up in each game. It's not just the superstars like McNabb and St. Onge that get in there. We've got DePatsy, Plowham, the freshman who did well. What is your game plan to control Cheverus today?
Yeah, they're a quality team. That's why they're in number 2. They have the next man up. They go 10 deep. We realize that. But we're looking at 1 through 10. We're going to play them the same way. So it doesn't matter how they sub. They're all good in our mind.
Does it help, Coach, if Kevin Rugabira and Jesse Kamish, your 1-2 scorers, are on, and is your plan to get them going in this game?
Well, this time of the year, it's who makes their shots. So we're taking them. So all we're going to see, find out, wait and see what happens. But this time of the year, the team that makes their shots wins. Layups and free throw and rebounding's huge. So
good luck today, Coach.
Thank you.
We're here with Cheverus coach Richie Ashley. Coach, you were captain of a 1997 state championship team. You coached under Bob Brown. Your teams are known as those who have speed, intensity, physicality. What is your game plan today for Portland?
To play as best as we can, to have fun, to go out here and relish the moment. I mean, not too many guys get to play down here. So, just have fun. Play the same way that we've been playing, play together, take care of each other, and play hard. That's all.
One of the things we notice, Coach, is that it isn't just the superstars that step up, like McNabb and St. Onge and others, but really in any given game, any one of your players can step up.
No, we're a team, so we don't just have one player, and we kind of believe in that. We want to play for each other and play as hard as we can, and everybody. It's not just one guy that's going to do it. We're going to need the whole team to do it, especially to beat those guys again.
So this is a question that Frank Myatt asked me to ask you. Are you the best hire of athletic director Amy Ashley that she's ever made?
I wouldn't say that. It was my luckiest thing was she said yes when we got married. So that's all I need.
Good luck today, Coach.
Very much.
Be well. And there you have it. It's playoff basketball next on WPPS TV3. We're going to go down to John Paradise. We don't actually have a microphone near him, Frank, so we may just mention who's coming out as we see them.
It looks like we're going to start off with reserves, as is typical in the state tournament. As we roll through our game personnel as well.
The officials for today's game are McGinnis, Adam Beal, and Anthony Mishu.
McGinnis, Beal, and Mishu, the men in stripes.
Jana Misi, Lucas Legage, Maddox Mees,
along with Luik Alzamani.
Josh Gribben. Drew Vayu is injured, won't be playing.
He injured that knee against Cheverus in the regular season finale. Drew averaging right around 10 points a game, so they'll need to replace his production, as he's joined by Jack Brewer and Devin Walker.
Nikola Plallam, who was prominent in the Cheverus second win against Portland.
Yeah, he had 9 points in that game on the strength of 2 dagger three-pointers in the second half.
Shema Rajani and Igor Naganiji.
AJ Latour.
Quinton Eason, he's had some great games this year. He's had a couple of double-figure games, including 10 against Bangor.
Eason, another freshman. And Aaron Goodman, number 22.
He had 8 points against Bangor and 2 threes. And Miguel Rugosa. Jamison Fitzpatrick also injured today. We talked about that in the open, and he was prominent in the Stags' second win against the Dogs.
Yeah, so both teams down an impact player in Fitzpatrick and Vayu as we go to the starting lineup.
Kevin Rugabira will step out. And Sammy Ziamana averages about 5 points a game.
And Ziamana, the point guard, who gets this Stags offense rolling.
Cordell Jones for Portland.
Cordell had 15 in the second game against Against Cheverus.
Leo McNabb, the leading scorer for the Stags at about 15 a game. And then here's Pepito Garamgisha.
McNabb also, I believe, the leading scorer in the SMAA as well.
And right behind him is Gio St. Onge, averaging 12.5 a game.
St. Onge was unavailable in the second matchup between the Stags and Bulldogs.
James Johnson will start for the Dogs today.
Johnson has taken Drew Vayu's place in the starting lineup. It was very effective against Bangor.
Excuse me, Maddox Weisberg, and of course Jesse Kamas. Rocco DePatsy starts today.
The Stags will look for a big game from DePatsy, the Falmouth transfer. He will be tasked with trying to contain Jesse Kamas.
Joseph Johnson, managers Melo Giordano, the head coach of the Stags, Richie Ashley, assistant coaches Ron Tobias and Steve Molina, managers Charlie Reniger and Kevin Jackson. At this time, would you please rise, direct your attention to the far end of Cross Insurance Arena, where you'll find the American flag for the playing of our national anthem.
And here we go with the 199th matchup between the Chevron Stags and the Portland Bulldogs. And it's Gio St. Onge jumping with Cordell Jones. And Mark McGinnis will throw it up.
The Bulldogs lead the all-time series 102-96.
Cheverus controls.
Bulldogs looks like they're up man-to-man. Nice motion by McNabb.
Oh, my goodness. Two underneath the reverse and in. So we talked about aggressiveness and speed and intensity being a hallmark.
Cheverus and man-to-man as well.
Team.
Nice
Jones inside, and Kamas gets the rebound, and he's hurt a little bit there.
Yeah, so he got popped on that wrist. He's been dealing with a little bit of a wrist injury all year. He'll fight through it, though.
Goes right to the bucket. Goes down on the ground, no call, and Maddox Weisberg with the rebound. Now coming the other way here, Cheverus underneath, and awfully tough is number 4, but Kamas with the rebound as McNabb goes underneath. Here's Pepito Garamgisha now over half court with McNabb on him. Ziamana.
Nice steal by Jones. Got one-on-one with St. Onge.
Yeah, and in. So he's feeling it. That's a tie score, 2-2.
Yeah, Coach Russo asking a lot from Cordell Jones. He's always been a perimeter player, and he's asking him to go inside and be a back-to-the-basket type of player. He did an excellent job against it in the season finale. And now he's repeating the performance here against the Stags. Looks like Portland in 2-3 zone here.
And it works as a block there by Rugabirwa. Jesse comes up with it. Jesse Kamas now over half court. He'll dump off to Cordell Jones. We already see a sub coming in for Cheverus.
Looks like Rwanje at the table. Set to check in on the next dead ball.
Round the horn. Johnson for 3, and he hits it.
Nice look. Had some room, knocked it down. So just by James Johnson making that shot, we saw Matic Weisberg help off him a little earlier in the first couple possessions. They're going to have to be a little more honest if he can hit those shots.
The three doesn't fall. Kamas, the ball finds Kamas sometimes, and it did there. He got the rebound. Garamgisha to Johnson. Rugabira throws it up, and he hits it. He is also feeling it.
If Kevin's hot, this could be a long afternoon for the Stags.
That 2-3 zone really working.
Yeah, Cheverus is going to have to try to get some backdoor motion here. As you see, Portland's kind of leaking out over the front here as well.
Johnson with the rebound. He'll dump it off to Jones. Pito Garamgisha holds it. McNabb on him. Johnson comes out. And he's fouled by Matic Weisberg.
Stags first foul. Weisberg's first. And he'll be replaced by Rwanje.
Actually, it looks like DePatsy is going to go out.
Yeah, as did Weisberg's. We also have Quentin Eason entering the game for the Stags.
And Eason, of course, has stepped up a couple of times this year. He had 8 points against Oxford Hills.
Yep, just a freshman. Being called on to do big things for Coach Ashley.
Wow. Kamas fights hard underneath. Oh, goodness. He's going to go the other way.
Now, if he came down on a foot, real physical inside. You see Cheverus devoting 4 guys to the paint. They're selling out to stop Jesse Kamas. And here comes 2-2-1 pressure from Portland. Out of bounds. Second Stags turnover.
I have none so far for the Dogs.
That's what I have as well.
Johnson inbound. Oh, I'm not sure he's expecting that back from Pepito. They will regroup. Johnson. Here comes Jones. Pepito fakes and goes in.
Loses it. First Bulldog turnover. Good defense there by the Stags.
I'm not thinking that was the best set that I've seen. I didn't see a lot of players moving to get open.
No, not a lot of motion. There's a lot of just dribble drive and didn't really work.
It's early. Look at Jones close up that lane, though, to deny Eason. Three is Ranjay. Inside, he posts.
Nice take. Rebound by
Thomas
Jesse.
with
He's
another
got
rebound.
5 rebounds already in the first quarter. Or in the first 5 minutes.
It's an 8-2 score, folks, by the way, with 3:40 left here in the first quarter. The Dogs are up by 6.
I could have reversed the basketball here, go to the other side.
We forget that we don't have a scrolling score, as Frank and I did for 2 games yesterday, and I've done for 6 for HOU.
And we'll have a foul. Stags faithful doesn't like it. The few of them who are here.
Is it going to be McNabb? Nope, it's going to be St. Ange.
Gio's first foul. As we noted before we went on, Steve, a very sparse crowd here. But unsurprising for 2 p.m. on a weekday.
Yeah, I mean, 2 Portland teams here, folks, and right downtown.
You can't help but wonder, Steve, if this were a 7 p.m. game, you know, exactly how full this place would be. I'm guessing you'd have about triple or quadruple the crowd.
Johnson for 3. Well, he felt it. It was a good look. The rebound comes to St. Ange. Gets it out to McNabb. Stops, shoots. Nice pull-up.
We're going to have a foul. It's going to be on Gurmagisha, I believe, pushing off. Might be Johnson. Looked like Pepito to me from way up here. It is Pepito. His first, Bulldogs first. There you go. Cheverus did a great job of scoring on their inbound plays in the last regular season game.
Thomas, a little slap there. That's the kind of little slap that used to be called and isn't now so much, which is probably better for the game.
I agree wholeheartedly. I mean, you can't maul a guy, but a little contact never hurt anybody.
That is a nice move by St. Ange for 2. So the Dogs have been quiet for the last few minutes after they've taken a 6-point lead.
That first 2.5 minutes was all Bulldogs, but they have, as you said, experienced a little bit of an offensive power outage. Nice offensive board by Jesse.
And Jones underneath. So 2 offensive rebounds in that sequence. Half a dozen for Jesse Thomas so far in this game, rebounds. Under 2 minutes here in the first quarter.
Offense, ooh. I think he was starting to go down a little bit. That's why they didn't get the offensive foul call. Coach Russo pleading his case to official Mark McGinnis. But we have a blocking foul on James Johnson.
Number 23, James Johnson.
So now Leo McNabb to the line. Kind of a chance for the Stags to catch their breath. Get a little bit of a shooting flow here as Luke Legage heads to the table to check in.
First one misses. Is that the camera don't lie sort of thing?
Could be the Rasheed Wallace theory. Ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie.
And Nicola Plowham enters for Cheverus, and DePatsy returns as well.
McNabb hits 1 of 2. He's got 3 points on the day. Stags are down here, 10-5. Dogs up by 5. Here's Gamgisha over half court.
Noah Gage guarded by his 8th grade teammate, Plowham. Plowham gets a steal.
Goes the other way.
Taking it right back. Cordell.
Here's Jones going up. Oh my goodness. But Pepito
Nice
follows
ball.
it in. And no call. Yeah, there is a call.
Oh, no. Wow.
That's going to be a McNabb, I think.
I don't know if it was a light whistle or what, but it's going to be a Rwanje.
5, number 5.
So Danny Amisi replaces Jesse Kamas. Portland wisely getting Jesse off the floor here. Up 7 with 75 seconds left. Jesse has a clean foul sheet, and that's going to stay Bulldog ball. So nice work by Amisi right in there to kind of get in that little scrap for the basketball with, I believe, Rwanje or Ziamana. And the Bulldogs get a free possession out of it.
Danny had to put his head on there for a minute, make sure that he could take the ball out. By the way, Lucas Legage, number 10, is also in for the Dogs now. Gamgisha to Rugabira, and, you know, they're not going to give him anything easy.
Yeah, Portland's got to rebalance the floor here. There we go. Yeah, and Amisi loses it. So third Bulldog turnover to match the Stags 3.
Amisi's going to take a seat here as Johnson's going to come back in.
There you go, 2-2-1.
Less than a minute here, folks. About 45 seconds in the first quarter. Dogs up 12-5.
The Dogs fall back into 2-3. Nice hands by Jones. The official's going to... Well, I thought that might have been off the Stags.
Yeah, the FAR official was very clear. That's what Mark McGinnis was looking for. Some help.
Looks like we're going to see another dose of Jesse here. Should there be another dead ball?
Yeah, that's a foul.
Yeah, I think he got him across the head.
That could be Johnson.
No, it's going to be Rugabira.
Rugabira.
Kevin's first, team's third.
Gio St. Ange is at the line. A little short on the first one, as Jesse Thomas will check in for James Johnson. And also checking back in will be Quentin Eason for Rocco DePazzi for Cheverus. Buries the second one, his first point of the game. 12-6 is the score. Dogs up by 6 with half a minute left.
A little man pressure here from the Stags. No call.
Jones went down hard, but he's actually hurt.
Oh, rejected by Camus.
Camus, my goodness. Here's the block. Jones is open now because he got up, but it's 5 seconds left. And Camus is fouled.
And that's the foul you don't like to see if you're Coach Ashley Plowham. Just kind of a little hip check there. 3 seconds left. Luckily for Cheverus, that will not put Camus on the line.
Why is that? Because they're at 4?
Yep, that's their 4th team foul. So Johnson to inbound.
Jones is out. He's got a little bit of a... He's going to go see Ryan Lucas, the trainer. Pepito puts it up, has a shot at it, and the Dogs will end the first quarter up 12-6. We're back to start the second quarter. Steve Schwartz and Frank Myatt, along with Henry Gio and Seth Gio on camera and production today for WPPS TV. The Dogs enjoy a 6-point lead, 12-6, as we start the second quarter here in Class AA semifinals, and that's lost.
Yeah, turnover and a foul.
Yeah, not the best foul.
Ziamato with the steal, Gary McGeish with the foul. That's 2 on Pepito. Bulldogs pick one up only 13 seconds into the quarter. Jones replaces Danny Amisi.
And it's good to see him back in. He's shaking his right wrist a little bit, but he's ready to go.
Yeah, Cordell went down hard, but he's a tough kid.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Nice read by Pepito.
Yeah, that's a straight interception. Rugabira from downtown doesn't hit, but Camus is right there and fighting and foul.
Yeah, Cheverus doing a great job of swarming Jesse with hands as soon as he gets a hand on that basketball. I think the foul will be McNabb. And it is. William McNabb's first foul. Stags first of the quarter. Legage will replace Gary McGeisha. And Eason returns for the Stags.
Camus inside.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness. He just came out of the pack and hit it. His first 2 points of the game. It's 14-6 Bulldogs.
Yeah, Cheverus even doubled down on him. They left Luke Legage wide open. It's usually not a good decision, but Jesse took 1-on-2 and put him away.
There's the nice open shot.
Yeah, nice work by Plowham there to find that gap, kind of sneak his way into the lane, and put it in for 2.
14-8, 6:50 left here in the first half. Dogs in front. Here comes Jones out to meet the ball. Well, he lost it, but he... And,
we're going to have a travel. Yeah.
Oh. I thought a foul, but it's a travel, so...
Yeah, I think both officials saw it at the same time. Both raised their hand. Neither one wanted to make the motion, then they agreed. So 5 turnovers apiece here in the second quarter as Bulldogs fall back to that 2-3 zone.
The long 3 swirls in and out. 2 offensive rebounds in that sequence. 1 by St. Ange, 1 by Plowham.
Yeah, and Plowham had a nice look there. Just kind of spun out on him.
Nab in traffic. Hits it. So he brings the Stags to within 4. It's the closest they've been here since mid-first quarter. The Gage brings it a little closer. He gets it to Jesse Kamas, but goes the other way. McNabb for the long 3. Doesn't hit.
Nice board by DePatsy.
My goodness.
And Coach Russo will take a timeout.
And Cheverus comes to within 2, 14-12 with 5.5 minutes left in the half. We'll take a timeout as well. We are back after the Joe Russo timeout. What do you think Joe would say to his team at a time like that?
Well,
maybe settle down.
Yeah, it was a wise timeout. Cheverus on a 6-0 run in the last minute. Bulldogs haven't scored in over 2. So really just, I think, as you said, just calm down, play your game. Here's Cheverus in a little bit of a trap here. Kevin throws it away, so very effective. Jesse's going to pick that up. Oh. See, Steve, to me, that's a ball that Jesse has to get. Because, you allow Cheverus that possession in transition. If he picks it up, it'll give Portland a chance to get back and set up the zone.
It's a tie score, folks, 14-14. Portland started off really strong, but has cooled off considerably here. Gobira has Amisi inside to Kamas, uncharacteristically missing inside. Ziamana with the rebound.
Rebound by Kevin.
Yeah. And he'll go up court. He's got Amisi on the left. Kevin will take it himself, and he'll hit it. He doesn't get mad. He just gets even. 17-14. 4:20 left in the first half. Dogs up.
That broke a 3-minute cold streak, scoreless streak for the Bulldogs.
Well, that looked like it had an awfully good trajectory, and Rugabira saved it, and another rebound for him. Johnson, a little too deep for his liking. There are so many lines down there on the floor, Frank. I don't know which one is the high school line.
It's the one closest in at the very top of the key.
Rugabira stops, turns.
Nice work by Danny Amisi.
Oh, that was beautiful
Danny
effort.
just kind of snuck his way past the box out, got the rebound, put it back for 2.
It's a 5-point lead for the Dogs now, 19-14, 3.5 minutes left, and Coach Ashley will take a timeout. So will we. So, here we go after the Richie Ashley timeout. In the corner for the 3, Leo McNabb. He leads all scorers with 8.
And a nice look there in the corner look. Corner 3 against the zone.
You have to wonder if that was by design, coming off the timeout.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Amisi had the open 3, chose not to take it. He goes in instead and doesn't connect. Rebound McNabb.
Wide open.
There's the open look. And a foul.
Yeah.
On Johnson.
It's going to be 2 blocking fouls on Johnson, where it's kind of that 50-50 block charge call. So it should be pretty clear so far that you're not going to get the charge in this one.
I guess not. I mean, one of the things I've learned from Frank Myatt is, if the offensive player is in the air and a little bit out of control and you have position, or you think, then maybe it will be an offensive foul. But maybe the issue was position. Morangi with a basket there, he can tie it with this one.
Yeah, and that's always kind of been the state of Maine unofficial call, was the offensive foul.
Or as Don Atkinson likes to call it, the player control foul. 2 for Morangi. Ties the game at 19 with 2:48 left. Almost a steal.
I think that might have been off Garagisha if Eason didn't dive for it. So nice denial there. Cheverus up, playing 94 feet. They've done a little bit of run and jump out of this as well, so keep an eye out for that trap. If they send St. Ange right at the ball handler. Denying the entry.
Here's Pepito.
Yeah, no clear out. Here comes the trap.
He's fouled.
And a little check by St. Ange, his second, Stag second. So here we go. So we got 2 players committed to Jesse Thomas, Eason and McNabb.
And you heard Coach Ashley shout it out that way.
And everything that Eason and those guys can do to bother Jesse Thomas is going to be important here.
Jones to Pepito. Pepito thinks about it. Thomas inside. Oh, what a move.
And he's fouled.
By St. Ange, I think.
And it could be St. Ange, could be Eason.
Yeah, if it's
St. Ange, hard to see from here.
It'll be his third.
It is St. Ange. So he'll take a seat probably for the rest of the quarter. As he pleads his case.
He's wondering why it wasn't Eason.
That's one of those situations, Steve, where oftentimes you'll see a player raise his hand, if he's in contention, and say, hey, that foul's on me, if he's aware that his teammate has 2. But the officials obviously operating with discretion. They must have seen something from St. Ange.
So Thomas buries the first one and the second one. And the Dogs are up by 2, 21-19, with 2:21 left here in the first half.
Corner look.
Off, but the offensive rebound by Rawanji.
And the turnover.
Throw it over.
Yeah, hard to rebound out of that zone. And we've seen Portland have some difficulty giving up second chances.
The press is on here. And the double team.
Yep, so here we go. So once Guermagisha gets it up, I'd expect a player to run at him and try to jump. Nope. Cheverus just going with full court man there. So that's a little wrinkle they show out of their full court man-to-man pressures. A little bit of that run and jump, run and stay. And a turnover.
Mishandled.
8th Bulldog turnover.
What do you have for the Stags? 5?
I have 6 for the Stags.
6. 147 left, folks, in the first half. 21-19 is the score. Portland's in front. Neither team running away with it here. Ooh. Oh, that looked like a travel.
Very well could have been a travel. Didn't drag the foot there, but deflection off Jesse.
Card was not happy with that non-call. Matic Weisberg will check back in.
Yeah, I think we might have had the best look at it, too.
And he'll check in for Eason. We are in the Frank Fixeris box, folks, high above the Cross Insurance Arena here. Weisberg has Rugabira on him. The open player underneath kicks it out.
Oh, nice hands there by Guermagisha.
Yeah, and another steal for the Dogs. Here's Jones. What a move. Guermagisha inside. Whoa. How do you not? I don't know.
As you know, I'm a fan of physical basketball, Steve. Body's flying. A nice dish there by McNabb.
Yeah, and Weisberg with the 2. So all that effort by the Dogs, and it's a tie score, 21-21. After the turnover. Here's Guermagisha.
Yeah, Weisberg and Thomas really battling inside for position. And a foul on Weisberg.
Wow.
That'll be 4 team fouls on the Stags. As Weisberg picks up his second.
We've seen Mark McGinnis in a number of games this year, the referee, generally known as one of the best referees in Maine.
Hands down, Steve. One of my favorites.
He's a really nice guy, too. Very personable. I don't know what his day job is, but he could be a full-time referee.
Good look.
Lucas Legage for 3, and he hits it.
That sophomore Legage down. Great pass by Jesse Kamas, too.
And the answer...
Rwanje.
Gamgisha gets it, and he will get a foul shot to go with it.
There we go. Chance for a three-point play here. And we'll have a little discussion between the officials.
And let's see what the issue is. If it's a clock issue.
It could be a clock issue. I'm not sure what it is, Steve. Could be a clarification who the foul's on.
Well, we have Gamgisha at the line shooting to a 1, but
and no clarification.
He misses it, but Jones had the rebound. Didn't fall. 26-24. Dogs in front at halftime. Frank and I'll be with you to wrap the first half in a moment. So Frank and I joined by Mike Hofford halftime. Mike, the Dogs came out running and gunning today. Cheverus has made a nice comeback.
They really have. I got to tell you, Steve, when Portland went up 14-6 at the start of the second quarter, I really thought Cheverus was in trouble, especially with Gio St. Ange in foul trouble. But a nice comeback, a nice response. They tied the score a couple times. They weren't able to take the lead, but I got to tell you, I think they're going to be happy going in at the break, going down 2 the way this game started, because Portland did really come out on fire and took it to the Stags early on.
So Frank, when we look at the Portland game, towards the end it kind of collapsed a little bit. There wasn't a lot of running and getting open. They looked a little bit out of sorts.
Well, yeah, and again, that's credit to the Cheverus defense. Both these teams are very strong defensively. They're very physical. They're very fast. They're going to try to get back on defense and prevent the fast break because that's what they both want to do. They know each other very well. This is the third time they've played. To me, the difference of this game has been Jesse Kamas on the boards. He's got 8 rebounds to go with 4 points. He's really kind of controlling things inside. Cheverus is having to devote an awful lot of resources to stopping Jesse. And we saw kind of as Cheverus was making that run, Jesse was triple teamed. He kicked it out, found a wide open Lucas Legage for 3. That inside out look, utilizing Jesse's passing, will be a key for Portland if they're going to put this away. For Cheverus, it's going to be about getting someone aside from Leo McNabb going. He's got 8 points. The only other player with really more than 2 baskets is Gio St. Ange with 5. So Cheverus is going to have to find a little bit more offense, try to use their motion behind the Portland zone to find the open gaps.
And they might have to do it without St. Ange because he's got 3 fouls now in the game.
Right, and Cheverus already coming in shorthanded, of course, without Jamison Fitzpatrick. So they have an uphill climb. I think Leo McNabb, he has 8 points, but to me it's kind of a quiet 8 points. I think he's really going to have to go off in the second half for Cheverus to win this. And maybe a key player for Portland to keep an eye on that we haven't talked about, Pepito Giramugisha. He's had a couple big moments here today, and he drove to get that basket to put Portland ahead at the half. So it's not always the expected hero. Sometimes it's the unexpected one. That might be the difference in a game like this.
2 great coaches, folks. We've been with Coach Russo for 8 years now, and we never count him out of a playoff contest. Second half action in a moment. We are back with second half action. Steve Schwartz, Frank Myatt, WPPS TV3, bringing you Portland Bulldogs basketball all season long. Cheverus ball.
And so already we've got a change here. Looks like Portland's out man-to-man.
But with their original starters.
Yep, nice look for McNabb off the high screen.
And Rugabira with another rebound. Pepito has McNabb on him. Cheverus is also in a man-to-man D. The baseline is Johnson, reverses.
Wow, tough angle there from James. Kind of got himself stuck in the wrong spot. And we'll have a foul with Jones going to the line shooting 2.
Let's see if that's St. Ange or Weisberg. It's St. Ange.
No, it's Weisberg. That's 1-3. But that's 3 on Weisberg.
That is his third. A little difficult for me to see from this far up. I don't want anybody that sees me on the baseball field or the softball field to think that I can't see well. We're pretty high up here, folks.
We are indeed.
Jones buries 1 of 2.
And like every good umpire, Steve, I'm sure you have perfect vision.
Just ask me. Okay, folks. As has happened so many times today, 1 of 2 foul shots made. That's pretty much been the name of the game on free throws.
Yep, Stag shooting 67% from the line. Bulldogs, the even 50.
Oh, my gosh. Forcing the turnover. 2-on-1. Pepito up and in. So what did Mike Hoffer say at halftime? Watch out for Pepito Garam-Gisha.
Yeah, fantastic steal there. I think it was Rugabira. Got a hand on it, stripped to Patsy.
Inside. Jesse Kamas with the rebound.
His 9th. Oh, great D there by DePatsy. That probably should have been a jump ball or a travel as Rugabira came down with it, but Bulldogs possession.
He sets up a play here.
And we'll have an off-ball foul. I think it'll be on Rwanje. He was kind of had a whole lot of Jesse Kamas there.
You are correct, sir.
His 3rd personal. Stag 2nd.
In the corner over everything. Yeah, but look at Jones. Kamas for 3 now. He's short. Rugabira puts it up. Oh, my goodness gracious, folks.
Now 3 looks for the Dogs there. Couldn't convert. And we'll have a blocking foul on Kevin Rugabira, his 2nd.
Portland just couldn't finish there. They had 2 offensive rebounds in that sequence. Gio St. Ange to inbound.
Ooh.
Tipped by Jones.
I'm not sure you can lob that high enough to get it over Cordell Jones.
Well, not only is he a great leaper, that's a turnover, but furthermore, he's a great football player. Oop, off of Pepito's foot, but Johnson for the 3.
Why not? Looks good.
It did look good. It was a nice look. Rebound to DePatsy. 29-24 is the score, folks. That looked like a travel.
Yeah.
And it was a late call, but it was a travel.
If you had a whistle, you'd have blown it earlier.
Well, and I wonder if that's what you're supposed to do. In baseball, there's a saying, you can't slow it down fast enough. Take a minute, take a second or two to really get it right.
That's a great point.
So
Coach Russo will take a timeout.
Yeah, and so the score is 29-24, folks. Dogs in front with 5:27 left in the 3rd quarter. We're back. Steve Schwartz, Frank Myatt on WPPS TV3 with Henry and Seth Gio helping out today.
Yep, full court press from Cheverus. Here we go. Here's the jump. And a foul on Eason. His first, Stag's 3rd. So here we are. We're only just about 90 seconds into the 3rd quarter. Cheverus already with 3 personal fouls.
Cheverus foul number 12 with Eason, his first 2
Oh, nice dish.
Johnson was open underneath. I don't know what happened there.
Nice block by McNabb.
That's what happened. Oh, the nice look. McNabb misses, and Jones there to get the rebound. The Dogs certainly capitalizing on the Stags' misses here with some great rebounding action. Pepito tries to get between two defenders.
And Coach Asher, the quick timeout call as soon as he got possession.
So 29-24 is the score. We'll stay with you. So it's a relatively low-scoring third quarter here. The Dogs have 3 points. Cheverus, no points here, with about 3 minutes burned in the third quarter, Frank.
Yeah, and really, Steve, it's one of those things where you you look at the course of a game in a playoff atmosphere. This is win or go home. Every possession, that pressure kind of ratchets up a little bit more and a little bit more. And the importance of taking good, open, clean shots increases even more. Taking care of the basketball as well. So not surprising to see a little bit of a low-scoring game. Both these teams have been, more, very good defensive teams, but they're not afraid to put the ball in the bucket either.
So here we come off the timeout. Shmar Ranji will take it out. And into Ziamana. Now St. Ange. Portland's been mixing it up a little bit, but they've been man-to-man for a while.
Yep, back in the zone.
Yeah, that's going to be maybe on Jesse.
Yep, reaching across. Jesse's first foul. Second on the Bulldogs. And that's a big stat to note, Steve, that Jesse Thomas picking up his first foul here halfway through the third quarter. Have to like that if you're Coach Russo, knowing he can still be aggressive going down the stretch. Because he was in foul trouble in the second matchup.
McNabb gets the first Cheverus point of the quarter.
And Leo's ninth. And he breaks double figures. Yeah, here comes the trap.
Wow, Jones. It's good to, oh my goodness gracious. You could see that. Well, that looked like might have been a travel, but
jump ball, possession arrow pointing to the Bulldogs. So very fortuitous deflection there as Plowham couldn't come up with it cleanly.
And Rugabira comes up a little gimpy there.
Yeah, a lot of body weight crashing down on him there.
Still moving a little gingerly. Pito cannot afford to lose Kevin Rugabira.
See, I wouldn't put it past Kevin to limp around a little bit, then come out guns blazing off a screen.
He's a great young man. I wouldn't doubt it. We'll see. Johnson's going inside.
Ooh, he'll be fouled. Because that could be St. Ange or Plowham. If that's St. Ange, it's going to be 4. Either 1 or 11.
It's 1.
And it's going to be Nicola Plowham's second foul. So a couple big foul shots for Johnson. The senior hits the first.
It's 30-26. The Dogs have a 4-point lead. 4:09 left here in the third quarter. And it's a 5-point lead for the Dogs. His 5th point of the game, James Johnson. It's exactly the Dogs' lead right now, 5 points.
A little bit of token pressure there. Get the ball out of Ziamana's hands. Trevor's trying to get McNabb open. There he is.
Wow, to St. Ange underneath.
And still
Rugabira intercepts, but he's got 1-on-3 here. He's wants
taking
the
it
ball.
anyway. He has it stripped. That's Nicola Plowham with the steal.
Yeah, you almost wish he had held it up a little bit. It was a 1-on-3 situation. You don't want to lose
take it away
track
by
of the
Johnson.
steal.
Yeah, Portland's got to slow this down a little bit. Reset.
31-26 Dogs in front, 3:18 left in the third quarter. And Johnson will hand it off on the jet sweep to Kevin Rugabera.
The Bulldogs very deliberate here.
Rugabera stops at the foul line.
Oh, right man at the right time,
oh
just
my
couldn't
goodness.
finish.
His Kamas for three. And he doesn't hit, but he gets a follow too. Goes in hard, and Johnson, I can't keep track of all these offensive rebounds.
That's going to be, I think, 4 straight. So a new life for the Dogs. Kamas going right at St. Ange. Nice defense by Gio.
Yeah, Rugabera with 2 there. But yeah, that was good effort there. And another steal.
And Garmagisha loses it, gives it right back.
The Dogs have got to slow down. They're playing at a very high level in a very important game.
Yeah, the intensity's there. Just a little bit more awareness.
So here we are. Plowlam in the corner to Ziamana. Here's McNabb. For now, St. Ange is out of the game.
Oh, nice beat there. That's a good win by William McNabb and a nice finish by Rocco DePazzi.
Yeah, and pushed from behind on the shot.
The Rugabera was 3rd foul.
So DePazzi at the line, he can make it a 2-point game, and he does.
So here we go, 2 minutes to play in the third. Rugabera running the point for the Bulldogs.
Here's Jones inside. He goes down, but he passes to LeGage in the corner. It was a deep 3. LeGage follows, gets the offensive rebound. Rugabera in traffic to LeGage.
Yeah, Portland's going to spread it out a little bit here.
Fouled.
Jones fouled.
By Plowlam, his 3rd.
It could be Plowlam, could be Ziamana. It is Plowlam. So the Cheverus faithful wanted to travel there, but I think the travel was caused by the contact.
Dogs up by 2, 31-29, 1:21 left in the third quarter here at the Cross Insurance Arena. Buries the first one for his 6th point of the game. Hits them both. Giving the Dogs a 4-point lead. I don't know about you, Frank, but I'm on the edge of my seat up here in the fixed starts box.
Oh, nice crossover there. McNabb can't finish on the floater. DePazzi saves possession, though.
He did, indeed. Johnson with the rebound. Rugabera goes around his back, gets away from Ziamana. Whoop. Jesse's going to get called.
Offensive.
Oh, offensive foul.
Yeah, I think he was trying to clear space.
On Jesse.
I just leaned in on DePazzi. Second foul on Jesse, both in this quarter. Gary McGeesh is going to replace Rugabera as Kevin has 3 fouls.
And St. Ange is going to come back in for Wawanji. And Eason is going to come back in for DePazzi. St. St. Ange goes in the paint.
Nice block there. I think
Helped
that was
up.
Kamas coming around. Maybe LeGage got a hand on it.
Helped up by Jesse. Wow, he is.
Active hands there.
Yeah, it's going to stay with Cheverus, though, as Pepito couldn't keep his hands on it. Nice effort, though. And St. Ange will inbound. Whoa, that was a little bit of a push off there by Ziamana.
Yeah, unsurprising. Nice defense by LeGage, forcing St. Ange to the baseline. St. Ange stepped out. 13th Stags turnover. 7 in the third quarter. And 12 for the Bulldogs. And the stat no one wants to lead in.
Here's Kamas now. There's 23 seconds left, folks. It's a 4-point Portland lead. They're going to probably want to hold it for the last shot here. Hopefully a design play. As Frank, you've said many times, the ability to close off a quarter is key.
They don't do it that time. Jones lost the handle. So now the Stags. Chance to cut it to a one-possession game here.
Well, there's 8 seconds left now. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, yeah.
And it falls for Leo McNabb for 3. It's a 1-point Portland lead going into the fourth quarter. Here we go, fourth quarter action in a very close game, folks. A 1-point Portland lead, 33-32. 8 minutes left in regulation. Steve Schwartz and Frank Myatt.
There we go, 2-3 zone.
Thrown up. My goodness.
I think I call that on Jesse. He's not, I don't know, not a fan of that. Nope, it's going to be on Garagisha.
That's his third, though.
Yeah, it looked like Jesse had a good handful of ball there. Maybe Pepito before the, in the early stages of the shot, maybe a little hand check.
So Ziamana at the line. Misses the first one, and if experience is a guide, he'll bury this one.
Stag with a chance to tie it for the first time since really the tail end of the second quarter. And they do.
Pepito now brings it up over half court. Oh, that was in traffic.
Yeah, forced.
Ugabera comes to get the ball. Spares Johnson a violation.
The Pats are doing a great job at front in the post here. Cheverus offering some help over the top to deny that entry pass to Jesse.
Jones for 3. Doesn't fall. The rebound comes to Plallam. Ziamana quickly over half court. Dogs still in a 2-3.
Oh, nice break there. Good dish.
DePatsy up and in. Cheverus takes a 2-point lead with 6:52 left.
Yeah, Stags' first lead since 2-0.
Jones from the other side.
Yeah, 2 good looks.
Underneath.
And he's fouled.
He's fouled. Looks like Plallam, which would be his 4th. We'll see.
Yeah, it is. It'll be 4 on Plallam. So some big foul shots here for Jesse Kamas.
St. Ange and Ranji have 3.
Front rim's the first.
Yeah, he's not happy with himself. McClellan will take a seat, and Ranjay will come in for him. Jesse buries the second one, his 5th point of the game, to go along with, I have well over a dozen rebounds here.
I have him for 12.
I've got him for 14, doesn't mean I'm right. Offensive rebound, though, for St. Ange, up and in. And now the Stags take a 3-point lead with 6:07 left.
Again, DePatsy doing fantastic work on Camus. Portland's going to have to set a screen for him, do something to get a little bit of space for Jesse to operate.
Rugabira underneath, and that's going to be Portland ball. As Johnson will inbound it. Jesse Camus inside.
All ball.
No call. Jones, oh my goodness, could not convert. Those shots were falling for the Dogs in many ways in the first quarter. Now we'll have a foul.
That's going to be on Jesse. His 3rd, Bulldogs 2nd.
That makes the Cheverus bench very happy.
Yep. Portland with 3 timeouts left. We'll see how Coach Russo uses those.
5:36 left in regulation. 37-34 is the score. It's a 3-point Cheverus lead, and they have the ball now.
Yeah, momentum certainly on the Stag side as well.
McNabb in trouble.
And we'll have a Cheverus timeout.
So with 5:16 left in regulation and the Dogs down by 3, we'll take a timeout as well. We're back. Steve Schwartz, Frank Myatt. Class AA North semifinal action between the Stags and the Dogs. 37-34. Cheverus is up. 5:12 left in regulation now.
Looks like Portland might be showing a little zone, maybe even a triangle and 2 there. As the deflection is going to be off, I think, Rugabirwa. The Stags retain possession.
So there's the inbound. St. Ange backs up.
We're back to 2-3.
St. Ange
Snap
deep.
to man.
The long 2 doesn't fall.
Oh, big rebound by DePatsy and a putback.
And that is huge. Now a 5-point lead with 4.5 minutes left. What's more troubling is not that there's only that amount of time left. What's troubling about it is that Portland has not seemed to get it together here.
Oh, there's a nice look for Jesse. Oh, you know what, Steve? I'm not a fan of that. St. Ange was already going down as Jesse was going in. If you're going to take a charge, you should have to absorb the contact. You know, we saw 2 of those similar calls not go James Johnson's way. I guess the officials do make adjustments too, but that's 4 fouls on Jesse and a big turnover. Stags get the ball back with a 5-point lead. Portland going 2-2-1 here. They need a trap. Good break by Cheverus and a nice take by St. Ange.
Jesse with the rebound. Inside to Johnson. Oh my gosh, he can't convert. And now here's the break. Watch out for St. Ange. Pepito on him.
And a foul.
Nice defense.
No, it's going to be a foul.
Yeah.
He's trying to set up for the charge, changed his mind, went in and made contact. So now St. Ange at the line.
Pepito's 4th foul. A 5-point Cheverus lead with 3:52 left, folks. The score is 39-34.
Now, how about you, Steve? This feels like more than a 5-point lead, the way Portland's played offensively. Only one field goal in the entire second half. Everything else has been from the foul line.
Well, they're going to bring in their sophomore shooter, Lucas Legage, here to replace James Johnson.
That Legage will allow them to stretch the floor a little bit.
St. Ange converts, 1 of 2.
The Bulldogs shooting 24% from the floor.
It's a 6-point Cheverus lead with 3:45 left. Well, wouldn't let Legage get the shot off, so Jesse's inside. He is blocked by DePatsy.
DePatsy is having himself a second half here, Steve.
.40-34, 3:18 left.
Now, if you're Cheverus, you have the element of time on your side.
That was a push.
Yeah, it's by
Jones.
His first. Team's fourth. So Bulldogs, no more fouls to give here. So the next, oh, that is their fifth. I think I missed Mark Jesse's. So here we go. St. Ange shooting 2.
Well, yeah, and only 1 foul on Cheverus this quarter.
That Bulldogs with only 1 point here in the fourth quarter. The Stags with 9.
St. Ange. What a tough Cheverus team.
Yep. Stags on a 12-1 run if you extend that back to the McNabb buzzer beater. Then the third.
Make it 13. As St. Ange hits both. It's an 8-point Cheverus lead with 3 minutes left. That was.
He really kind of forced that one up. And Coach Russo will take a timeout.
We'll take one, too, with just under 3 minutes to go in regulation of this contest, and Cheverus up.
So here we go. Season on the line for the Bulldogs. Under 3 to play. Trailing Cheverus by 8 here in the regional semifinal.
And nothing doing there. Rugabira with the rebound. Off to Legage. Great defense by Rwanji, though, denying the shot.
Yeah, Stags doing a great job getting back on D there. And again, DePatsy tying up Jesse.
Jesse posts inside, up and in.
Yep, Stag fan wants the offensive foul call there. I think it's a good non-call, though.
But that is going to be an offensive foul on Leo McNabb, his second. So, 42-36, 2:09 left. The Portland Bulldogs have the ball. Rugabira inside. Jones. Legage.
Nice stick by Legage.
It's a 4-point game.
Well, 4 run in the last 12 seconds.
Travel.
No, it's going to be a foul on Cordell Jones.
Yep.
So Rwanje going to the line, shooting 2. Not the worst foul in the world.
How one possession can change a game.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if that's an offensive foul call on Jesse, that I would say this game's over. But instead, you get that little momentum flipping bucket, turnover, bucket. There's Rwanje doing his job, making foul shots down the stretch.
He makes one.
That's going to stay.
That's going to stay. Yep. DePatsy involved in that again. Oh, That was a nice look. Rwanje inside.
And just like that, Cheverus gets it back.
And it's a 3-possession game with 1:40 left.
Yeah, no need to panic here if you're Portland. Ooh,
it's a foul.
And that's going to be 3 shots.
Yeah, it is. And that's a foul by DePatsy, and that's a clear foul.
That's going to be on McNabb.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. McNabb bit on the shot fake. Jesse rushed it. Really, if McNabb just let him go, that ball wasn't going anywhere near the rim, but McNabb got hand on arm. So now Jesse Thomas chance to go to the line and earn some back without any time coming off the clock.
McNabb with 3 fouls. Score is 45-38 Stags, 1:29 left. Jesse will bury the first one. He's got 8 points on the day. 2 more and he'll have a double-double today.
And again, Rocco DePatsy in particular has done a great job limiting Jesse's effectiveness offensively.
It's DePatsy and St. Ange will trade places.
Yeah, they're going to want DePatsy getting the body on Jones.
Jesse buries all 3 to bring the Dogs to within 4 with 1:29 left. 45-41 Stags. And a steal for the Dogs! Oh my
wow, great recovery by Rwanje. Sacrificing the body.
Oh my gosh, nice move.
I think I might call a timeout here, kind of settle down.
Well, but
or not.
Gage is going to put it up
for
3! Dogs to within 1 with a minute left.
Luke LeGage, ice water in his veins. Oh, and that's going to be 5 on Jesse with the reach. Oh, very costly foul for the Bulldogs.
If they're going to win today, they're going to do it without Mr. Everything, Jesse Thomas, for the last 49.8 seconds.
Yeah, you saw Jesse reach right across the body there. Coach Russo asking for an explanation. As Coach Russo has, I want to say 30 seconds to make a substitution. And there's some questioning from the Portland benches, I believe, to how many fouls that is. The officials are going to discuss. Check the official book. I mean, I have my 5 on my sheet, Steve. How about you?
Well, I've got 5. And Johnson is going to come in for Thomas. So if the Dogs are going to have a hero today in the last 49.8 seconds, it's not going to be Jesse Thomas. So here we go, Frank. The Dogs are Thomasless here to finish out regulation. They have a 1-point lead. We have a Cheverus player on the line, McNabb.
A couple of massive foul shots for Leo McNabb. Front rims. Coach Russo has 2 timeouts. Coach Ashley has 1.
By the way, Cheverus not even in the bonus yet. They have a foul to give.
Yeah, arrows to Portland, so in a scrum, I'd expect Cheverus to grab that timeout, bring that timeout really quickly. We'll see if Coach Russo lets him play or calls it. And Coach Russo will take the timeout.
So we'll take it 2 with 38.7 seconds left. The Dogs down by 2, 46-44. So we're here for what could be a very exciting 38.7 seconds left here. The Dogs down by 2. It's going to come down to the buzzer possibly here.
Yeah, they're going to see a very different looking defense from Cheverus. You know, Cheverus devoted an awful lot of manpower to Jesse Thomas. They're going to be able to spread that out and defend the perimeter a little more here. Kevin looking to go one-on-one with Ziamana. Pulls up for three.
Oh, my goodness.
It's Jones. Blocked by DePatsy.
Possession arrow was Portland if it's a jump.
And I think Portland takes a timeout.
Yeah, and they have possession.
So they preserve the arrow and take their final timeout.
Now, that's great coaching by Coach Russo to have that awareness.
Well, either way, Steve, I mean, you know, with the arrow, I don't know, maybe you save that timeout. You know, now if you don't get the ball in, you're in danger of a 5-second call. But in the moment, I can't say I do anything differently. You know, you see that ball, you know you have possession, you bang the timeout, so you are certain to retain. There's no chance of that ball getting slapped out after that timeout's called. But it was interesting to see what Portland did there. They had Cordell Jones down on the block, kind of taking Jesse Thomas's place. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him do that again. Cheverus will have to devote some extra help to the lob over the top because of Cordell Jones's leaping ability. So if they do, then I would look for Portland to kind of surround the back end of this play, if it goes to Jones, with their shooters. You know, where's LeGage? Where's Ruggiero? We got Johnson inbounding. Always keep an eye on that inbounder for the guy taking the ball out on an inbound play.
Well, here we go. James Johnson to inbound it.
All right, so looks like a stack here. We'll see who goes where.
Well, LeGage has the ball. 23 seconds. It's over to Pepito. Pepito goes in. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, we're going to have a foul. Rawanji with the rebound. Foul, I think, on Jones.
Yeah, his third. So the Dogs down by 2, and the Stags can make this a 2-possession game.
Yeah, a couple of massive foul shots here for Shima Rawanji.
He's already made 3 today.
This is the first.
Well, that's a very, very important bucket right there to miss.
Yeah, Portland, no timeouts here, so they're going to have to go the length here with no chance to reset. It's Jones with the rebound. I'd expect the ball in Kevin Ruggibero's hands here with the game on the line.
Johnson, oh my God, Johnson ties the game. We go to overtime.
What a putback by James Johnson with 2 seconds on the clock. 46-46, we get some free basketball.
Folks, we're going to bring you overtime in a moment. So here we go, Frank. We'll have a jump ball at center court. It'll be DePatsy and Jones. And we have 4 minutes of overtime basketball. The score is tied 46-46.
So Bulldogs without Jesse Thomas here. As Mark McGinnis admonishing Plowham and Johnson for a little too much motion. And we're underway.
And that's going to be Cheverus' ball.
Yep.
So as you might expect of these two teams, what an exciting game, Frank.
Yep, 2 evenly matched squads. As here we go, Portland in 2-2-1.
And they've been playing for this all year. You have to figure these squads are a little tired, but they are in shape and ready.
Yeah, overtime, a 4-minute OT period here. Ziamata, big 3.
Ruggiero with a big rebound.
And again, both teams, unsurprisingly, very deliberate here. No shot clock, possessions really at a premium here.
Gisha to LeGage in the corner. It doesn't fall. The rebound comes to Plowham. Waiting in the wings to hit the floor, Lewiston and Wyndham the next game. But we have got a barn burner here. St. Onge in the paint. Rebound, Gisha. Still 46-46. 2:48 left in the first overtime, folks.
Yeah, sure. Portland playing wide open offense here.
Rugabira wants it, and he gets it.
That's a nice take by Kevin.
8 points for Kevin Rugabira. Gives the Dogs a 2-point lead with 2:23 left.
Ooh, Plowham wide open underneath.
McNabb with the long three. Johnson with the rebound.
James Johnson doing yeoman's work inside without Jesse.
Here's Jones inside. He's travels.
And Cordell's going to plead his case that he was bumped from behind.
2:03 left. 48-46 Dogs in front. Here's St. Onge. Goes straight to the bucket.
Another block on Johnson. Didn't quite get his feet down. According to official McGinnis, Coach Russo not happy with the call.
That's 3 fouls on Johnson. St. Onge a chance to tie it up. He's got 4 foul shots made in this game. He's got 10 points.
St. Onge, good shooter. Drains the first.
Brings the Stags to within 1. Portland only has 1 timeout left here in overtime. Cheverus has 2. What's interesting is it looks like the foul shots remain the same, so 1 in the bonus and 1 not.
Yeah, foul's not resetting, I guess. You know, that's first time I've experienced overtime with the new foul rules.
Yeah, that's St. Onge, though, converting 2. It's 48-48. Portland's got to protect the ball here. Rugabira.
Block. That's going to be 5 on Nicola Plowham.
So he will say good afternoon.
Yep, and Stag still with 1 foul to give. As Coach Ashler now have 30 seconds. To replace Nicola Plowham.
So Joe Russo will have a word with his team in the interim.
We'll see DePatsy return.
Patsy having a great game today. 9 points. Really playing hard inside. Johnson to Jones. Around the horn. LeGage, Gisha, Rugabira. 1:32 left. It's a tie score, 48-48. Rugabira almost lost it, but LeGage gets it back.
Yeah, heads up play by Luke LeGage there. Wasn't just sitting watching the paint dry.
Here's Jones. He likes to go inside.
Oh, right idea. Just couldn't finish it.
No.
St. Onge rebound.
Tie score here, folks. There's 1:07 left. Does Cheverus at this point play for the last shot?
They very well could. It would not surprise me in the least. Oh.
It goes the other way.
Fantastic hands. Kevin Rugabira with the deflection from behind. It went off Ziamata's leg and out of bounds. Big turnover for the Bulldogs.
And 52.1 seconds left in a tie score, 48-48. Rugabira with the ball. He's got Ziamata on him. Breaks
nice
that.
Break.
Graham Geisha plays off the screen.
We'll see if Coach Russo has a time in mind if he takes his timeout here. Counts on. He's got to get rid of it. And Coach Russo saw it and took the timeout.
So that is the time he did it. With 27 seconds left, we're going to stay with you here, 48-48. Oh my goodness, Frank. be still my beating heart.
Yeah, I mean, we get to catch our breath here, too. I mean, both these coaches matching wits here. Portland, 27 seconds left. I would say no reason to put up a shot unless it's wide open until you get that, clock probably under 6 or 7 seconds, to limit what Cheverus can do on the other end on a make or a miss. You got to remember, Coach Ashley, 2 timeouts. So if Portland were to put up a shot, make or miss, I would expect him to call that timeout, depending on how much time's on the clock. Maybe as soon as it comes through the base or as soon as Cheverus can secure the rebound, he'll have a chance to advance it, and he could even call another timeout and have a sideline inbound. For Portland, I would expect the ball to be in Kevin Ruggiero hands here. He's the senior leader here. He's the leading scorer for the Dogs. He's the kind of player, big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games, and this is your time if you're Kevin Ruggiero. I'm assuming he'll have shooters on the floor around him. He'll likely have Legage, Jones, Johnson, and Guillermo Geisha out there. So if he gets swarmed, if he gets doubled, look for the outlet and see if it's a catch-and-shoot situation or if it's just a catch and drive.
So Johnson is going to take it in. He's got Ruggiero.
There's a trap.
Ruggiero to Guillermo Geisha. To Johnson. To Jones, rather.
Ooh,
Let's see
fouled.
what that is.
He'll be fouled. So Cordell Jones in the line shooting here. And foul on to Patsy. So not what you want if you're Cheverus. You're putting Cordell Jones on the line here. In a tie ball game.
He's made 3 out of 4 from the line today.
Settle down. Get the legs under it.
He hits the second one. He gives the Dogs a 1-point lead with 15.3 seconds left. Here's McNabb with the ball. You can see that Cheverus is going to put up the last shot here.
Here comes the double. Good
McNabb
look.
is wide open.
Bulldog basketball.
8 seconds left. The Bulldogs.
There you go. Cheverus is going to need a miracle here.
Have the ball.
It's going to take something weird, like a 5-second call. Oh, a travel. Oh, my. Oh. And the Dogs give it back. Cheverus will take a timeout. 0.8 seconds left. A chance to inbound to the lob.
So, Frank, what do we have here?
Well, Cheverus, tough time to catch and shoot. 0.8. It's McNabb with a chance to win it. No
He
good.
does not. And the Portland Bulldogs are victorious in a very, very exciting semifinal matchup against Cheverus that had beaten them twice this season. The Bulldogs win 49-48. Oh my goodness, Frank. Oh my goodness.
Steve, the name of the documentary about Coach Jim Valvano's North Carolina State squad was Survive and Advance. This is the absolute definition of survive and advance for the Portland Bulldogs. James Johnson with the tying basket to send it to overtime. A chance to wear the goat horns on the travel. And McNabb misses what was an open shot. A fantastic matchup between these city schools. A lot of respect between these two opponents and these two coaches. But the Bulldogs will advance to the regional final.
And, folks, we will bring that to you here from WPPS. Frank and I are going to be back to wrap up this very, very exciting game in a moment. Frank, we've said it year after year. You never count out a team coached by Joe Russo in the playoffs. lost twice to Cheverus this year. He's defeated teams that have beaten him twice in the regular season. Not having such a great second half, somebody's going to step up in this game.
Yeah, big moment for James with the putback to send it to overtime. If you told me, Steve, that Cheverus would go on a 16-3 run in the second half and Jesse Comas would foul out, I'd tell you it's the Stags moving on. But Coach Russo, credit to his team, never giving up, fighting tooth and nail, snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. Jesse Comas may have led the way with a double-double, 10 and 13, but after that they really spread it around. Kevin Rugabirwa, 8 points, couple big ones in that fourth quarter overtime situation. Cordell Jones, 8 points, 9 rebounds. Lucas Legage showing his shooting proficiency, 8 points from the floor. James Johnson, 8, 6 from Pepito Garmagisha, and 2 from Danny Amisi. Just a fantastic all-around effort by Coach Russo's Bulldogs.
Every one of those points necessary to win this game. Also, Cordell, well, you said Cordell had about 3 offensive rebounds. Kevin Rugabira, a couple of steals, a couple of blocks, and 8 rebounds to go along with his great day today. Cheverus was led by Leo McNabb, number 4, with 14 points. Gio St. Ange had 12 points. Rocco DePatsy had 9 points. Boy, he was tough inside today.
Rocco DePatsy in the second half had about 7 rebounds, couple blocks, 3 blocks by my count. He really did a great job of physically matching Jesse Comas. Hard to even believe those words are coming out of our mouths here, but for the second game in a row, Cheverus has done a great job of taking Jesse away. The Bulldogs survive in advance. You mentioned that 14 points from Leo McNabb. He had a chance to get 2 more. He had an open look as time expired, just a little bit off the mark, and Portland moves on to the regional final.
Shma Ranji had 8 points today as well for the Stags, and a great effort for Cheverus, but Portland moves on, and we're going to bring you the regional final on WPPS TV3. This is Steve Schwartz for Frank Myatt, Mike Hoffer, Henry Gio, and Seth Gio saying so long from the Cross Insurance Arena, where today the Dogs win their semifinal by 1 point, 49-48 over the Cheverus Stags. Good night.